Alright guys, so you might have remembered I had a Suzuki SV650 that I bought without a title. So I was going to take it and make a buggy motor out of it and scrap the rest, since I couldn't legally ride it or anything without a title, and put it on here. So that plan was scrapped. I traded the bike and this is what I got. This frame and everything has a title. So pretty much my 250 bucks I paid for the SV went onto this. So this bike, 250 bucks. This is a 1981 Suzuki GS 850G. All right. Now, this bike was owned by a guy who's got his own YouTube channel called 5, the number 5, the word point, the number 0, and the last word is guy. So it's 5.0 guy, but 5 and O are numbers. So if you're going to look it up. And he's actually got videos of him riding this bike, doing about 115 miles per hour and taking some major curves. Now this is he built this bike, rebuilt it to be a cafe racer. So that's what it is. You can see he rebuilt the forks and everything, painted up the rims and redid the seat, and of course did the back, because that's what cafe racers are. You do the back, you do the seat, lower it, different handlebars, and you just cafe it, make it a lot better. So he took it apart. It got winter time, and he took it apart for not cleaning, but well, cleaning too. And you can see the tanks here. He took it apart to paint it. So, and I've seen him ride this all over town. I work in town, and I see him go by all the time, and I've known him for a while. So he's taken it all apart to clean up the wiring and that kind of thing. So since he had it the way it was, we pretty much traded same for same, and he's gonna do whatever with his end of the deal, the SV650. So anyways, this is where it's at now. It's in pieces, but I can put it back together myself, and he always offered help if I had questions. So I'll kind of put the tank on. You can see what it looks like with the tank on. So there you go. I think the front needs lowered a little bit more to be full-on cafe, but with that exhaust being so low to the ground, that may be impossible. But I'm going to have to see, because there's a lot of Suzukis online that have been turned into cafe builds on YouTube. So I'm going to check out a few and do my own modifications. But really, man, I've seen this bike when it was all painted up. He's had it a few different colors, and every time it was a different color, it just looked awesome. My plans for it are to leave the wheels white and paint the entire thing red again like it was. I like that color when it was like that. If I don't do that, there's another video on YouTube of a cafe racer build that's called Low and Mean Cafe 500. It's made from a Honda, like a 78 I think, and it's army green on like the tank and stuff, and then like you got black and whatnot everywhere else, and it looks just awesome. So that would be my other color scheme. So probably going more towards the green one, because I really like that, and this bike's been red before. But anyway, that's where I'm at. There's so much I'm gonna redo. But anyway, so I got the bike fully running. It runs, just the wiring harness is out right now because it's going to be cleaned up. So it's fully running. I got the bike like it is with all the hardware, of course, so everything will go back on at the fender and that kind of thing. I got an extra shaft drive, because this bike is a shaft drive, and there's many cafe racers that are shaft drives. And like I said, he took this thing up to 115 mile per hour. So that's pretty crazy to me with the so I got an extra shaft drive. I'm assuming it works, or he probably wouldn't have gave it to me unless it's just for parts, but he didn't say nothing about it not working. So, but he's got a lot of extra parts. Like I got a tire for it, an extra tire that's perfectly good that he got just for a spare. I got the entire new head that's been all cleaned and ported and whatnot. And so I got that all extra in case I ever need it. 2 front fenders, so one of them goes on, one's metal, one's plastic or fiberglass, whichever. But anyway, either way, I got 2 of them to choose from, or get my own, Now these are side pieces that I got that go on like somewhere right in here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where they built on, but anyway, I got side pieces that could be painted up or done with whatever I like. So of course a little bent up, but I can straighten it all out and do whatever with it. So these are just like homemade things that he made. So you can see in there I got a new clutch pack. I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me. So as long as the friction plates are good, I'm sure it would be fine if I ever had to use one. Looks like we got an extra gasket in here. I'm not sure what cover this is. I guess it's probably just the top of that, or the side or something. Cover, maybe the bottom oil pan. Yeah, it looks like a bottom oil pan. There's the drain plug. So I got an extra drain plug. It looks like I got an extra clutch or throttle cable, whichever one, linkage piece. Of course, the headlight that goes on it. All the tank pieces, those are side badges for the tank. That looks like an extra gas cap, an extra, not extra, I'm sorry, so that's not extra, but it goes on the tank, and there's the fuel tap that goes on it, and that kind of thing. So there's all kinds of parts in here. I can see in that box there's some extra parts, it looks like, maybe for the pieces to go back on. Looks like there's a little bracket in there and whatnot, so all that's extra. On top of that, let me move this stuff, and hopefully I'm not going to knock all this over. And I'll show you there's an entire box I got with it. So we'll see what's in there. I haven't even opened it up yet. I've been working so much lately, I haven't got it at time. So in here, of course, the bike's complete motor-wise, besides the tank and stuff and the wiring harness. So this is all extra stuff. I mean, I'm not sure what everything is. I mean, I can tell this is, for the handlebars or whatever. So it looks like he may have... Nope, that's the exact same one. So he's got an extra one of this. I get one of these, I guess, in case he has a problem with one. I mean, he got some extra parts like mad on here. This looks like the original back fender. Probably would never use that. You can see in here, looks like I got an extra starter. I mean, there's a battery box there, an extra side cover for the clutch. It looks like he's got a chrome one on there, and this one's more of a black inlay on it. This looks like an extra... I don't know, crank cover? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Some kind of cover. And I mean, there's just like, this box is just full of stuff. I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it all. It's going to be sweet to have all these extra parts though. And that way, I get it all done and get the way I want it. I'm going to have some shit to sell and make a little money, So, and here's another battery box with I think my regulator on there, and looks like some extra grips or whatever, or not grips, but I mean starter switch and that kind of thing. Well, not extra. It looks like it's the one that he took off of here. Now these handlebars actually came off my SV650 that I sold, and we swapped them around, and he's going to actually get some brand new ones. What I want to do though, I don't know how I'm going to do it because the ones I looked are a little bit different. I want to get the ones that clip on down here, the bars. There's two pieces, and it clips on here and it clips on there, and then you got your handles down here, and you're sitting a lot lower forward. Of course, you'll be leaning over the tank more, but see, he's already did all the legwork to make this a cafe racer, so it's bad. That's the bad thing. It's not going to be my build really, but I'm going to clean it up, give it my own color scheme, put a little more money into it, and go from there. Like this part here, he dented this in himself, so it's made for where your legs go up and you sit a whole lot different than you do. So, I mean, he's done all the legwork on this, and all I'm going to do is make it up nice, fancy, and shiny. You can see he's, like I said, he rebuilt the forks. I'm sure he probably rebuilt those calipers, because if it was sitting a while, it probably needed rebuilt. Let's see if we can see the other side of the bike. Looks pretty clean. I mean, there's still all kinds of stuff on there that's stock that I'm probably going to end up removing just because... cafes, they shouldn't look anything like stock. I mean, not anything. I mean, besides motor-wise and frame and stuff. So that's what I got, guys. Let me know what you think, and that's my next project. Project Cafe Racer. Like I said, this is an 81 Suzuki Gs 850G. So that's what it is. This sucker, I think, man, it's got 4 carburetors on there. Look, 2 on this side, 2 on the other. I mean, that's absolutely freaking nuts. And I told the guy, I'm like, if I get this going, man, and I ever need help with carb tuning, you're going to help me, right? He's like, yeah, for sure, man. So at least I got some help if I need it with anything, So I think it's going to be absolutely awesome to have something like this to work on that I can actually title and whatnot, rather than my dirt bikes and stuff. So this one's all ready to ride now. Just got to put the transmission fluid in it, so it's going to be ready to ride. But, yep. That's where I'm at, guys. Sweet cafe bike. I mean, the legwork's done. The motor's been revamped and running. He was a real good engine guy, so that engine's been made to where it's it's running and reliable. So, I mean, on his video tubes, YouTube videos, if you look him up, 5.0 guy, you can see him riding this bike all around, man. It was crazy, all kinds of different colors and just crazy stuff. So I mean, I'm pretty stoked to own it because I've seen him around town so many times, and I've wanted this bike like so freaking bad. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. I was gonna buy it one time for like $500 he wanted, but I didn't have the money. So you can see he's done some body filler and stuff here. Probably need a little more to get it rounded off, but looks like there's just a little dent in the tank. But he's already relined this tank. You can see in there there's all new lining and stuff in there. So I mean, it's all done. I'm just gonna clean it up, paint it up, get the title in my name, and ride it. I mean, it's gonna be a bike that I'm not gonna have to worry about you know, sitting outside for a while I'm in the store or something. You know, it's gonna be a bike that it's not, I mean, I'm just not going to have to worry. I'm going to be able to ride it all around and not have to deal with it, you know. Deal with the thing of owning a nice, expensive bike. I'll own a nice, cheap bike. So, but, yeah, my plan is really to, like, clean up all this through here, get all the wiring running through here nice and hidden. And, you know, stuff like this weld needs to be grinded down and clean metal and painted up and stuff. So, it's going to be fun. I'm going to take all this off and, you know, put the cone filters on there that look really sweet on the cafe bike. And I'm going to try to, I've never done it before, I'm going to try to learn how to polish so I can get all that polished up. I mean, I like this part black, and I'll probably repaint it black. If I ended up going with that green and black color scheme, then I'll just polish all that up nice, chrome it out and stuff, and polish all this up, and man, it'll look pretty sweet. So I'm pretty excited to own it. So let me know what you think, like I said, and give me some ideas, you know. Link me to some videos you like of cafe racers, because, man, I'm, like, into it now. I was into it before, just when I seen this bike, I looked them up, man, and this bike is what got me watching videos about cafe racers, so hopefully I'm going to make it look pretty darn sweet. I really want to get a new headlight. I've seen a few different ones. Like, I've seen one that's the full round bulb with LED turn signals, like half moon on each side, and that's your left and right, and it looks pretty sweet. And then I've seen some other tail lights that are like super thin, and they come about that much off there, and they're like going this way side to side, and then you got your full brake, and then you got your left and right on there, and it's all kind of built into there. And I want to put the license plate like down here on the side, and well, it looks like there was already a thing on the side, but I really want to move it to the other side if I can. If not, then I'll leave it there. But I was kind of thinking this was the license plate, but I guess that's for the brake light, and I got those too in my truck still. So that's where I'm at, guys. Let me know what you think of this bike. Looks like it's going to need a new back tire for sure, but, you know, I could probably get away with that just riding around until I get some money to put tires on it. I'm sure tires are not cheap for a motorcycle. So, yeah, this video's getting kind of long, 13 minutes now, so I'm going to end it here. But, yeah, let me know what you think. Box of parts, bunch of crap, titled motorcycle, $250.